Hey guys, this is MB from underdogchance.com and welcome back to my baseball betting mall projections. Yesterday I had two bets. Toronto was a winning bet and also Cubs was a winning bet. Of course, I didn't make another video about the Chicago Cubs, but I posted this in our membership Discord group where we have a small exclusive group of sports bettors who work on sports betting malls. I'm very happy about this because we are a very exclusive and small group who work on betting models, on winning percentages, on betting spreadsheets, and this is amazing. Because as we know, most sports bettors have no clue how to use the numbers. Most bettors will never use any statistics when they bet. They are just flipping a coin. But in our small group, we try to build sports betting models, help each other, and this is great. So I posted this there. And right now I'm sitting on 143, 129 with plus 6.66 units. Full game bets much better, 8.9 units. First 5 inning bets close to break even with small loss. So I will think if I will take first 5 inning bets in the future, despite both numbers have positive closing line value numbers, also beating the line more than 70% of times. Which means that first 5 inning bets are also good bets. But when you bet on first 5 innings, anything can happen in a short period of time. Let's take an example. If you would bet only first 5 innings, right? So you still have one inning and many things can happen in first 5 innings. Despite in the long run, it only matters if you beat the market. So still betting model has good numbers against first 5 inning bets as well, but I will see if I will take first 5 innings in the future. Right now I'm still taking them. And let's go to today's games. Okay, so today we have two double headers. We have Tampa Bay Rays against Toronto. We have two games. We also have Yankees against Cleveland, two games. So I will see if I will take Yankees and Cleveland later. We still also don't have the odds for Texas and New York Mets, and I will also think about this. And if I will bet, I will share this in our Discord group. But for now, we will check winning percentages, and you can always use these numbers as part of your analysis. As you know me, I never recommend to follow sports picks because I think this is the dumbest thing in the world. I want to show you how I do it, and I hope that small percentage of people will see that it is possible to make profit with sports betting, with the numbers, with sports betting malls, and then they can go a little bit deeper with the topic. And those who are passionate about this, they will have a chance to win a sports betting. But I believe also that for amateur gamblers and those who bet for recreationally and who follow sports picks, it is also interesting to see these numbers, okay? But let's go to the first game. Tampa Bay Rays, Toronto. This is the first game. Shane McClanahan against Kevin Gausman. Based on my projections, again, close to 60% to Toronto. Based on my projections and current bookmakers odds, there is not enough value. So this is not qualified, as you see here. Then we have the first game, New York Yankees against Cleveland. They will maybe rotate the pitchers. So those are just first projections, and this might change later because a lot of times when we have double headers, they rotate lineups, they rotate pitchers. And also bullpen usage is completely different from other games. So these games could be a little bit tricky. I also saw that some soft bookmakers have Yankees as a pretty big favorite. I have them at minus 151. But again, this is not final projection because we still don't know what kind of pitchers, lineups, and bullpens will they use. So these numbers can change later. Okay, so let's move to the next game. Baltimore against Minnesota. Jordan Lyles against Sonny Gray. Two right-handed pitchers. I give Minnesota 67.26% of chance to win this game. So my projected odds minus 205 on Minnesota. Bookmakers have them at minus 217, so this is not qualified. As you see, Miami, Washington, we have two league average statistics for pitchers, because both pitchers are not qualified for my betting model, because my betting model requires a certain amount of innings pitched in some period of time. If pitcher is new, if pitcher was injured, if pitcher didn't pitch enough innings in, for example, last year, then he is not qualified for betting model because of small sample size of data. So we just want to get the first impression of the game, and I usually stay away from such games. St. Louis, Cal Gibson, the same story. I think Liberatore is playing for St. Louis. We don't have good enough sample size of data for this guy, so we stay away. And then we have Milwaukee, Pittsburgh. Bookmakers still don't have the odds for this game. Aaron Ashby against Bryce Wilson. I don't know if they will start. Maybe they will change pitchers. On official MLB.com site, I see that both teams have not decided yet who will start the game. So if you have my sports betting model, you will need to reproject this game. It is very, if you have betting model, this is easy to do, because you just type the teams, pitchers, and the hand, and the model will output you all those numbers, and also it will show you if it is qualified based on your sportsbook odds or not. Okay, so I will reanalyze this game later. This is 30 seconds of work, nothing special, but then I will see if I will take this game or not. Okay, and then we have Chicago White Sox against against San Francisco Giants. Dylan Cease against Logan Webb, two right-handed pitchers. Based on my projections, San Francisco should be a small favorite. They have 51.44% of chance to win this game. So my fair projected odds are at minus 106. So I still give Giants better chance to win this game. But as you will see, I have a value with White Sox because based on my projections, this is much closer game, much even game than bookmakers have. Bookmakers have White Sox at plus 137. I have projected that they should be at plus 106, right? Plus 106. So they give me plus 137, and this is for me a value. It is 7% difference between my projected odds and bookmakers odds, and this is 1 unit bet. If we go to first 5 innings, the same story. In first 5 innings, if we exclude bullpens, those two pitchers are very close to each other, and I have even game. Bookmakers have them at plus 137. So White Sox first 5 innings is also a bet. Chicago White Sox 1 unit for the full game, 1 unit also for first 5 innings games. Despite there is a little bit more value because first 5 inning games are a little bit more tricky. I also have break even record for first 5 innings, so most of the profit, not most of the, all the profit is from full games. So I will go with 1 unit only. Okay, Kansas City, Detroit, Brady Singer against Brisky, two right-handed pitchers. My projected odds favor Kansas City a little bit. Bookmakers also have Kansas City as a small favorite. This is not qualified bet. Oakland against Seattle, Paul Blackburn, George Kirby, two right-handed pitchers. My projected odds minus 208 on Seattle. Bookmakers minus 182. So this is not qualified bet because my numbers and bookmakers numbers are too close. Atlanta, Cincinnati. My projected numbers minus 156 on Atlanta. Bookmakers have them at around minus 170, so it is too close. And if we take Cincinnati numbers, I have projected that they should be at plus 157. Bookmakers have them at around plus 158, so this is basically the same. LA Angels against Houston, Sandoval Urquidy, left-handed pitcher against right-handed. I have projected that Houston should be at minus 141. Bookmakers have them also as at minus 141. Of course, bookmakers' odds change during the day. Different sports books have also different odds. So it can vary from, I don't know, 135 to, I don't know, minus 100 and 55 or something like that. But I also have included in this sports betting model and into my in my sports betting method a criteria which shows me the difference between my projected odds and bookmakers odds, and if only there is enough big difference, then this is a qualified bet. So I'm not taking Houston at minus 141 if bookmakers have them at, I don't know, minus 139, because it is obvious that it is too close, okay? And I also know that all sports betting models are wrong, but many of them are useful, and I know that my sports betting models are very, very useful. So without sports betting model, you are just flipping a coin and you cannot bet on games unless you bet for fun, okay? But if the motivation is money, I don't even know how people bet on sports without getting the numbers. Maybe they can do in their head, maybe they can, I don't know, maybe they can make their numbers in their own mind. I don't know, I don't have this superpower, but without statistics and numbers, I think that it is not possible to make well-defined bets which you can analyze later, so you can improve your sports betting method. So you need to have something which is well-defined, where you can get the numbers, when you can analyze this and then improve. If you do this only by reading news, watching games, or I don't know, gut feelings, this is just, I don't know, this is just, maybe some people have superpower, I don't have this. Okay, the next game, Texas New York Mets. As I said, we still don't have the odds from bookmakers, so those are my initial projected odds. We will see later what kind of odds will bookmakers have, what kind of lineups teams will put out, and if they will even start with those two pitchers. And then we have two games, as I said, double headers. So here we have first games, and here we have 2 second games. Those are just initial projections, just to get the impression if they start with these pitchers. But as I said, they will maybe rotate the lineups, bullpens, and so on. So I will probably stay away from these games. Then we have Boston against Chicago Cubs. Yesterday, if you watch my video, Chicago Cubs was a favorite based on my projections. Once the bookmakers opened the odds, they were an underdog, and at the end they were a winning bet. And in today's game, my projected odds are minus 124 on Chicago Cubs. Bookmakers have them at plus 129, so you can guess Chicago Cubs at 2 units. This is a qualified bet. Later I will see if I will take first 5 innings, but Chicago Cubs again against Boston is my bet for 2 units. I have them as a small favorite. Bookmakers have them as a small underdog, so this is a qualified bet. Then we have San Diego Padres against LA Dodgers, Yu Darvish against Tyler Anderson. Based on my projections, against small value with San Diego Padres, but still not good enough to make to pull a trigger. I give them less than 50% of chance to win this game. I have them as a small underdog, as you see, plus 110. Those are my numbers. Bookmakers have them at plus 133. Yes, there is small value, but not good enough, okay? And then we have the last game, Dallas Keuchel against Austin Gomber, 2 left-handed pitchers. I give Colorado 62.31% of chance to win this game, so my projected odds are at minus 165, bookmakers minus 145, which is still not good enough based on my criteria. Some people can be a little bit more tolerant when it comes to this criteria, but it is only 4-point difference between my projected numbers and bookmakers numbers with adjusted Kelly criterion, which is below 1, so this is not qualified bet. But once we take first 5 inning bets, okay, if we exclude bullpens, then I have small value with Colorado, because I give them 61% of chance to win first 5 innings. My projected odds at 1.64, 1.77, so there is enough difference. My spreadsheet is very wide, it's pretty big, so I cannot put all on the screen, and also when I make a screenshot of the spreadsheet, it is pretty big with all the numbers. So for first 5 innings, I exclude information about American odds, but I believe that anyone who bets on sport must know how to calculate decimal in how to convert decimal into American odds and vice versa, because those are just pure basics. I can give you this formula. If you sign up for our betting course or free course, I give you this formula, so you have in the spreadsheet, and anyone should know how to calculate it, because it is very simple. If you use spreadsheet, you can just put this. So for me, it is completely irrelevant. It is not important for me if I use American or decimal. For me, it is easier to use decimal, because it will directly show you how much you profit, and you simply multiply your stakes with the odds, and you don't have two if functions, because if you use American odds, then you have two if functions. So if you bet on minus odds, then you bet that. If you bet on plus odds, that means that. And most sports bettors, I believe 95% of sports bettors are not that familiar with math statistics, and this is even more confusing for them. So decimal odds are much more friendly for an average bettor. But as I said, anyone can use any odds he wants. I could use also fractional odds. This is not that important. So for this small table, I use only decimal. But the concept is always the same. We need to calculate our own odds, okay? So we check how much we get based on our true probabilities, which gives us our sports betting models, and what is the market price. So if I bet 100 American dollars on this odds, so this is my projected odds, I expect that someone, in this case a bookmaker, must pay me at least 64 American dollars of profit, right? But when I check bookmakers odds, I see that they give me 77 instead of 64. That means that I get more than I would expect. So this is the basic concept of sports betting, not only sports betting, but all kind of businesses. So if you run a restaurant, and if you want to make a profit, you must buy a fish for I don't know $10, and then you can sell it for $20. So it is always the difference between prices, what you buy and what you sell, if we can translate this into the market. So this is the main concept of everything if you want to make money, and this is the hardest thing, I think, to explain to people who bet on sports, because they're not caring about the numbers. They are just caring about this information. So people who watch this video, maybe, I don't know, maybe you are one of them. So if you watch this video, so what is the most important information for you, right? Are you looking for this information or for this information, right? Because I know that most people in the world are looking for this information. So what will you bet today? And do you have any picks today? And I will say, okay, Colorado first 5 innings, okay? And this is the only information they are looking for. And this is the main reason why 95% of people in the world lose in sports betting. Because they're not looking at these numbers, but this number, okay? Because, if my sports betting model, for example, is correct, okay, and let's say that we have, I don't know, we will just take one random game, let's say Kansas City, Detroit, okay? And based on my projections, this is not qualified bet, because I have Detroit at, I have Kansas City, we can check this. So those are my projected numbers, those are bookmakers numbers, okay? So my projected numbers are minus 117 on Kansas, okay? And bookmakers have them at minus 109, okay? And based on my criteria, this is not qualified bet. But we live in different countries, we use different sports books, right? So you don't follow blindly my picks, because this is the dumbest thing in the world. What you need to do, you need to understand how to convert these probabilities into the odds, and then how to qualify, or how to find qualified bets based on your sportsbook numbers. This is the most important thing, not if Kansas City is a pick. Kansas City could be at minus 130, minus 125, or plus 105. Okay, so if you get, I don't know, Kansas City at plus 110, then maybe it is a bet. And maybe someone who lives in, I don't know, Mongolia, Indonesia, Philippines, or Argentina, maybe he can get Kansas at plus 110. So his bets or his picks would be completely different than mine. And at the end, he will make a profit. And at the end, maybe I will probably make a profit, because sports betting profit is not which teams you bet, but what kind of prices you pay, okay? Anyone who doesn't understand this concept will not make any profit in sports betting, and he's probably not making any money in sports betting. And those who disagree, they know that they are not making any money, and they can bet for years, 10, 15 years, and they are stuck with this sports picks followings, winners looking, and I saw people who spent, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars for sports picks, and they never took, I don't know, 3 months to go deep with sports betting, to learn all these basics, to learn all these probabilities, and then start betting. So it is amazing thing, okay? So that's it from me today. Whatever it takes, and I wish you good luck. I hope we will win these games. Tomorrow I will probably make another video, and then I will go for a couple of days on an island again, to have a little bit more break. So I will make projections, but I will not. I'm not sure that I will make a video. So because there is a weaker internet connection, and I will also spend less time on the computer. But I will make the necessary things like projections, bets, priority emails with our members. So whatever you will take in next days, again, I wish you good luck, and then we come back and we will continue with bets, okay? But as I said, tomorrow and probably Monday I will still make videos, and then we will see, okay? Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Thank you for watching this video, and we hope these sports betting model projections will help you to make winning bets today. Always make your own research, but if you consider making a bet solely on our sports betting model projections, look for the games with the biggest discrepancies between our projected odds and your sportsbook odds. If you want to learn how to build a sports betting model and how to use numbers in sports betting, please visit underdogchance.com. On our website, we have awesome betting articles, free betting training, free sports picks, reviews, and many other things that will help you to become a long-term winning bettor. And of course, we wish you good luck whatever you take today.